All right, welcome back to my first video in what seems like a really long time. But I have a topic today. We're going to talk about real estate because something irking me and y'all got to know about it. And I love you, and I want to preface this by I love you guys. I'm not a total asshole, but I'm going to sound like it. And I'm going to try real hard not to. So everyone uses Zillow, and I don't want you to stop using Zillow. I love Zillow. It's got a lot of really great features, but it's also got a lot of really big downsides. Like, there's a few things we're going to chat about today, like pre-foreclosures and reading descriptions for properties, which both sound like something, most people looking for a house would automatically do. But you guys don't. You look at the pictures, get all excited, and then you're like, let's call a realtor. I don't know shit about this house, but I want to see it. So Zillow does a few things to draw you in because it's an algorithm. That's all it is. It is nothing more than a data set. Sorry, I'm sick. So a pre-foreclosure means somebody has missed what could be a single mortgage payment. One. You can't see it. You can break in, by all means. Go ahead. Go knock on their door. Ask if you can see their house. A lot of investors will knock on people's doors and say, hey, I saw that you missed a couple payments. I'm here to help out. What can I do? Can I buy the house from you? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. That's cool. That's on your own dime. Feel free to do that. But if you call a realtor, they're going to go, it's not for sale. And some of them will be irritated. Others will not. But I'm tired of Zillow not telling you guys that this is an actual thing. So that's my little soapbox about that, because it pisses me off because everyone gets mad at me like it's my fault that, the person didn't foreclose on their house. Have a little bit of love for people. Come on. So pre-foreclosure, you cannot see it. Stop asking. Just sit there and drool about it for a few years, because if they missed one payment, they may not be able to make another. So you savages, calm down. Now Zillow does another thing with foreclosures, which is real fun. So foreclosures get listed on Zillow, and sometimes they just sit there, and they sit there, and they sit there. And they sit there because the bank hasn't actually decided to sell them, or the bank hasn't actually taken them back. So what does that mean to you? You can't see it. I'm sorry. I love you. You can't see it yet. Most realtors will be happy to put it on their radar. So if it does come up to be able to be seen, they'll let you know. But this is where reading the property descriptions comes into play, like huge. Please actually read, expand them, look at all of the info, because otherwise you're kind of being a little bit selfish, and you're being excited, and we want you to be excited. Buying a house is exciting, but do your research. Know what you're talking about first. This is my fun little time to explain some random shit to you guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Bitch sessions with Rihanna. Here we go. I have gold and silver. Where the fuck are they? Here they are. That's the first F-bomb for today, I think. And number one. So that's a thing. That's important to know. There's other things that'll pop up that a lot of people don't actually see. And they don't see it because they don't read the descriptions. I'm sensing a theme here. Properties that are auctions. So there's a bunch of different types of auctions. You have city auctions, which you can find out about by going to your local city's website. There's hubzoo.com. There's auction.com. Hubzoo.com, I do believe, requires you to have a realtor. Auction.com is a place mostly where investors go to look at auctioned properties. You don't need a realtor for that. And it says it in the description. So if it's either of those, it'll say visit Hubzoo or auction.com for more information. Please do that. We encourage you to do that, because then you'll see if the property's still for sale, because they don't take their shit down. And Zillow doesn't recognize that it's not actually for sale. This looks really cool. I'm really proud of this. So those are some of the things that, like, with real estate, I want you to think about before you pick up the phone or before you enter in your information. Read. Please, for the love of all things holy, read. Because it'll save you time, it'll save you frustration, and it'll save the realtor from you yelling at them like it's their fault. I can't tell you how many times people have gotten upset with me because of this, and it's not my fault. I mean, I didn't foreclose on a house. I didn't pre-foreclose on a house. I'm just the person who happens to get the phone. So be nice to your local realtors. We're not all douchebags. So that's the second inappropriate word I've said. So that's my soapbox about that. By all means, if you have questions about stuff like that, please just call me. I'm more than happy to explain. You can also look at my blog because I explain all of that stuff there. I explain why I hate and love Zillow because that's where my leads come from. So I love them for that, but I hate them for being not transparent with you guys because that's just bullshit. Please complain to them. Maybe they'll change their algorithm. Because you guys deserve to have more information and not be treated poorly, which is what Zillow does. So, that soapbox being done. How are y'all liking the snow? I just saw my neighbor's kid outside wiping off a car with just his hands. Here's looking at you, Kat. Your kid's outside. And he doesn't have a snow brush. This snow is incredible. Welcome to the Northeast. If this is your first winter with us, welcome. I hope you're enjoying it. Don't tell the rest of us because we already know it's a shit show out there. But like the other thing, there's a ton of snow. So stay home. If your employer wants you to go to work, tell them to shove it. Unless you're in like one of those jobs where, you know, you're saving lives. That's important. Go to work. But if you're not, stay home. Just stay home because you're making life difficult for other people. And you're making life difficult for yourself. And when you're making life difficult for yourself, most of us become really unpleasant to deal with. So just bear that in mind. I really like how this is turning out so far. This is fun. And I didn't even intend on painting today because I have people coming over on Friday that we're going to paint and I didn't want to mess up this room. And here we are. I'm going to fuck this shit right up. Number 3. But I really appreciate you guys for like following my new page. I got a lot of love at the past few craft fairs I've done and people telling me that I should have a page for this. So I did that this weekend. It's half-assed because you love me. But I will post my stuff on there. New videos will go up there. All of that. Happy horse pucky. I need gloves. So just expect that. It's got links all over it to like my Etsy page and all of that. I am starting to do like little pour parties. So if you're interested in painting and learning how to do all of this awesomeness, I would be more than happy to talk about that with you and what the cost would be. I can come to people, you can come to my house, though I paint in my basement. So if you're someone who knows me and you're willing to hang out in my basement, awesome. But people have expressed their interest. They think this is neat, and I think this is neat too. I also think that I don't have enough paint on this canvas. Fun facts. So if stuff like this makes your brain go, by all means, let me know. I would love to talk about it with you because this just makes my heart happy. And this is what prevents me from having anxiety attacks and being just a vicious bitch. Number 4? Is that number 4? Is somebody keeping count? Somebody should be tracking this because I'm obviously not good at that. Do I want more color? I do. But yeah, like my page is gonna have anything I do that's art related. I'm gonna start doing these videos again because for whatever reason you guys actually like hearing me talk. I think y'all have a problem But maybe it'll get more interesting because, fun fact, I like to have a glass of wine while I paint. I'm not drinking right now. But typically I like to have a glass of wine while I paint. So it can get way more interesting later on. I know the other day I was dancing and painting and it was so much fun. My heart was so full. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm a terrible dancer and I'm white girl awesome when it comes to dancing. So maybe I should just record me dancing. Oh, like dancing and throwing paint around this room. You guys will have me committed. Somebody should. That's probably a fair assumption. All right, I finally think we have enough paint on here that I don't have to keep adding more. Look at that go. Look at it, look at it, look at it. It's like a galaxy or something. All right, so this is gonna be so cute when it's done. Oh, why am I throwing that away? You guys gotta make me better about this stuff. Somebody's gotta call me out on my bullshit. 5, number 5, is that number 5? I think so. So yeah, I appreciate all the love that you guys have shown me and my artwork, because some of you know I started this just because I was bored after my hysterectomy and they were like, you can't leave the house. And I'm like, you do understand that I'm gonna drive my husband nuts if I'm just stuck in the house. He's gonna kill me or the cats or someone's gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. So I ordered a bunch of paint supplies on Amazon because Amazon is like cocaine. And then I started. And I started painting while making videos. It's nothing like having your first video be your very first time painting something like this. So there's that. Like, I do all sorts of other stuff too. I don't just paint, but this is like my sweet spot because this is just fun. Because I like playing with color. But I do all sorts of other stuff too. Oh, if you're a crafter, if you like crafts, if you like stuff that happens to be crafty, I don't care if it's painting, if it's cooking, if you like to work with wood or metal, check out Capital Region Crafts if you're local. This is for local kids and adults. You know, I call us all kids. I'm a terrible person. But check it out. It's a new place for you to essentially like just boast about how badass you are and how much cool shit you make. Number six. So I would love for this group to grow. It is something that I started because my neighbor told me she wanted to post crafts and that the garage sale groups were yelling at people because apparently people only want to buy junk that is secondhand. Well, what about the cool stuff that people make? Why wouldn't you want to buy that? So I created this group. I think I started it at like 5 a.m. because, you know, I'm up with the breaking of the sun. And it's going good so far. I think we're up to like 55 members. Maybe. My math may be completely off. But I encourage you to check it out. The only requirement is that you be local. That's the only requirement. And you don't even have to make crafts. You just have to be like intrigued by them. Intrigued, think they're cool, want to do them, want to buy them, any of the above. And join. And then show each other some love. Because if I see anyone on this page, this group, whatever you want to call it, talking trash, you're out. It's that simple. This is about loving what each other makes, buying what each other makes, sharing vendor information. It's a happy-go-lucky page. I don't want any of your BS. You can keep that somewhere else. Keep that to your regular Facebook page. I'm in love with this. This is fucking amazing. That's number 7. Yes, number 7. So just check it out. Check it out. Post your stuff. Join the group. We're happy to have you. And just remember that, you know, life is hard for all of us. We're all struggling in one way or another. I don't care if you're a millionaire. You have some form of struggle. And that struggle may be that your wife buys too much craft supplies. You're welcome here. But I want you to check everything out. I want you to get online and find ways to make it a positive place to be, because I feel like everyone is struggling right now. Even if it's just with this snow, you're struggling. So yeah, did we hit all of our topics? I bitched and complained about Zillow. Fun. Gave you guys some advice about Zillow and how to use it properly. I made a painting. I haven't used the blowtorch yet. Don't worry, that's next. I talked about my Rihanna Lynn artistry page because I'm super fancy. I told you about the crafting page. Also, fun fact, when I was setting up to make this video, I busted the shit out of this canvas. I'm a little heartbroken, but it is what it is. Because this whole shit just fell forward, and I was like, no! And my camera was like, what, bitch? We're falling. 7? No, that's 8. That's 8. So yeah. If you're interested in art, check out the craft page. If you're interested in learning how to do this, please send me a direct message through my Rihanna Lynn artistry page. I'm happy to teach. I'm happy to host a little get together for you guys. Yeah, so check it out. I hope you love this. I think this came out absolutely phenomenal. It's reminding me of a geode that's essentially on crack. Yeah, so as I do, I'm gonna leave you on a very bland note of, yep. Peace, guys. Oh yeah, I'll give you this. An actual view, because apparently I had that shit crooked. Yep. Number 9.